Everyone, my name is Ambria and I am taking this class on the road to obtaining my human resource certification. Today I'm going to talk about HR recruitment strategies and job design, specifically focusing on what HR recruiters do. We'll cover their main responsibilities, how they find and select candidates, the role of technology, and how all of this impacts the company overall. A lot of people think recruiters just post jobs and schedule interviews, but they're actually a big part of shaping the workforce and making sure the company succeeds. I'll give examples along the way so that you can see how this works in real life. Here is a mock description I created for the role of a human resource recruiter. The HR recruiter is responsible for finding and hiring the right candidates, which include creating job descriptions, sourcing talent through multiple channels, screening resumes, conducting interviews, and coordinating assessments and background checks. They also focus on promoting diversity and inclusion, maintaining compliance with employment laws, enhancing the company's employer brand, tracking recruitment metrics, and building talent pipelines for future needs. To do this effectively, recruiters typically need a bachelor's degree in HR or a related field, a couple years of experience of recruiting, knowledge of HR tools and employment laws, and strong communication and organizational skills. Preferred skills include experience with employee branding, social media recruiting, workforce planning, and HR certifications like PHR or SHRM-CP. The role is office-based but may require occasional travel for career fairs or recruitment events, and it operates in a fast-paced environment where multitasking and prioritization are essential. HR recruiters are basically the first point of contact for anyone looking to join a company. That means the way they interact with candidates really shapes the company's reputation. They also have a big impact on the culture. By hiring people who fit the company's values, they help create a team that works well together. And it's not just about hiring. They help boost engagement and make the company look good to the outside world. So, recruiters are definitely more than just admin, they're key players in the company. Before hiring anyone, recruiters need to really understand the role. Job analysis is figuring out what the person will actually do, what skills they need, and what the goals of the job are. Job design is about organizing those tasks in a way that makes sense and keeps people motivated. For example, if a tech company is hiring a software engineer, the recruiter has to know not only the programming skills needed, but also how well the person will work on a team and solve problems. Clear job descriptions make it easier to attract the right candidates and reduce turnover. Recruiters use several strategies to attract the right candidates. Internal hiring, like promoting from within, motivates employees, saves training time, and shows commitment to career growth. External hiring, however, brings in fresh skills and perspectives that keep the organization innovative. Digital tools like social media and job boards are especially valuable for reaching a wider pool of candidates, including those who aren't actively job hunting but may be open to new opportunities. These platforms also let recruiters highlight company culture to attract the right fit. Diversity is another key factor. Teams with different backgrounds and experiences tend to be more creative and effective at solving problems. By combining internal and external hiring with modern tools and a focus on diversity, recruiters can strategically build strong, well rounded teams that support long term success. Once candidates show interest, the recruiter's next step is figuring out who's truly the best fit for the role in the company. This often starts with structured interviews where every candidate is asked the same set of questions. This approach helps keep the process fair and consistent, while also making it easier to compare candidates side by side. Behavioral questions, like asking how someone handled a challenge in the past, are especially valuable because they give insight into how a person is likely to respond in future situations. Beyond interviews, recruiters may also use skills tests, assessments, or even small sample projects to see abilities in action. These tools provide concrete evidence of whether a candidate can do the job instead of relying only on what's written on the resume. Another important piece is the candidate experience. From the very first email to the final decision, every interaction leaves an impression. If someone feels disrespected, confused, or ignored during the process, it can damage the company's reputation. On the other hand, even candidates who don't get the job can walk away with a positive view if the process felt respectful and professional. They may also apply in the future or recommend the company to others. That's why recruiters focus on creating a smooth, transparent, and supportive experience for every applicant, not just the ones who get hired. Technology has changed how recruiters do their job. Tools like applicant tracking systems help organize applications, while AI can help screen resumes for the right skills. Social media is also useful for finding candidates who aren't actively applying. But it's important to use these tools carefully. AI can be biased if it's not monitored, so recruiters still need to use their judgment. Technology makes the process faster and more efficient, but it doesn't replace the human side of evaluating fit and culture. Employee branding is about showing why someone will want to work at your company. Candidates today check out company culture, employee growth, and reviews before applying. Recruiters often work with marketing to share stories about employee achievements, team projects, or opportunities for growth. A strong employer brand not only helps bring in top talent, but it also makes current employees proud to work there, which helps with retention. Basically, it's about showing the company in the best light without overhyping it. Recruiters have to know the rules to stay out of trouble. That includes laws like EEO, ADA, and FLSA. They also need to be transparent, respect candidate privacy, and treat everyone fairly. Ethical recruiting isn't just following the law, it's also about building trust with candidates. If someone feels like the process was fair and honest, they'll have a positive view of the company even if they don't get the job. That trust is really important for the company's reputation. Recruiters aren't just filling jobs as they come up, they also think ahead. Strategic workforce planning is about predicting what positions will be needed in the future, spotting skill gaps, and building pipelines of potential hires. For example, if the company is planning to grow its marketing team, recruiters can start reaching out to candidates early or offer internships to prepare people for those roles. This way, the company is ready when the time comes and doesn't have to rush hiring decisions. Recruiting isn't always easy. Sometimes there's intense competition for the same top talent, or the skills needed are so specialized that only a few candidates are truly qualified. On top of that, candidates today often have high expectations around salary, benefits, flexibility, and company culture, which can be challenging to meet. To overcome these challenges, recruiters get creative. They might use employee referral programs, which tap into the networks of current staff and often lead to strong hires. Offering internships or apprenticeships is another strategy, since it builds a pipeline of future talent and lets the company test out potential employees. Recruiters also partner with schools, universities, and professional associations to connect with up and coming professionals before competitors do. These approaches help create a steady flow of qualified candidates, strengthen the company's reputation, and ensure the organization stays competitive in a tough hiring market. So, to wrap it up, HR recruiters are way more than people who post jobs. They're strategic partners who shape the workforce, influence culture, and help the company succeed. They align hiring with business goals, support diversity and inclusion, and help make the company look attractive to potential employees. Every decision a recruiter makes affects the whole organization, so having good recruiters is key to having a strong team. These are the main sources I used for today's presentation. They cover topics like recruitment strategies, job analysis, and workforce planning. If you want to dive deeper into HR best practices, these books and resources are a great place to start. Thank you.